Hello, good old chaps. Ashley here with a new reaction video. And this time it is going to be the sequel of NiGHTS. That is Journey of Dreams. If you guys must know, I had a good time reacting to the original, played by Danny and her friends. That's Danny with the D-A-N-I, not the Danny of the Eggman Empire. Just to clear that up. Anyways, without further ado, no, wait. That's not what I just say. The reason why I'm doing this is because, well, a lot of people actually criticize this game, saying it's not that good like the original, and that it's not a game worth playing on the Wii or something like that. The voice acting is horrible, the characters are basically not that great, etc., etc. You've heard all this before, you all heard a song and dance. But, I want to say this right now, I disagree. I've actually played this game before, and I gotta say, I love this game. It's actually one of the games I actually played on the Wii, and it's definitely a really good game. A lot of people seem to misjudge it, and it actually is one of those games where I'm actually glad that it's not a Sonic game. Not saying that Sonic is not really a game that should be taken serious, but you know how Sega is nowadays. Although I think they're coming back to their roots with the Sonic Forces and the Sonic Mania. I think that's how it's called. And I'll pretty much explain as we go along. Without further ado, let's begin. Needle Geeks!
Sega!
Sonic Team.
Yeah. So, welcome,
That
ladies and...
creepy.
Well,
It wasn't the original recording, kind of. That's CGI, man.
but anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next Let's Play that I will be offering. And if you recall, all the way back in November, I believe, I played NiGHTS Into Dreams. Almost a year later, we're finally moving on to the sequel that came out well over 10 years later, and that is NiGHTS Journey of Dreams for the Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you might, if you've been following me before this channel, this should be some familiar territory, because I actually did a Let's Play on my old channel.
Yeah, this was a thing.
Back when, and I think this was actually the first Let's Play that I actually completed, and it was the one I was definitely the most proud of.
Yep,
And
I've actually watched that, and it was really, really good.
I got these assholes with me.
Hey, wait a minute.
By the way, Danny, you have no
Kidnapped by the ferret, because in
Oh my god.
Mobius, she's actually a ferret.
As I was
I
saying,
love you too,
Oh,
Danny.
it already begins.
how much willpower
Man,
it took for me not
opening
to
scene
interrupt
always
you
gets
when
me,
I
and
saw Will
There's Wiseman and
just fucking talk about it
Riella!
Oh, yeah.
again. I'm upset. This is already a horrible start for me.
Woohoo!
So yeah, like I said, this sequel came out well over 10 years later. People have been demanding this. Sega finally listened. And we have never seen NiGHTS since.
Yeah.
You know, NiGHTS has pretty much become Princess Daisy status, which I believe I said back in the NiGHTS Into Dreams Let's Play.
Pretty much.
They pretty much used the character for, like, you know, Sega's next, like, crossover game.
And he was the car. Or they were the car, I should say.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later.
I never really found an issue with Knights of
first
Riella
game
being
from
the
scratch,
vehicles, because
as
they
you
are
know.
shapeshifters after all. It makes sense.
So,
what are we naming ourselves this time?
Anyways.
What spiff variation of a name are we gonna choose this
This
time
game-
around?
It looks really gorgeous for a Wii title.
Okay, we're getting there.
It is actually worth playing on the Wii, guys.
Spiff.
After what happened in Sonic 06, we definitely needed to get a game
yeah,
where,
because, you know, it's
well,
like we were sleeping.
it wouldn't really go to Sonic, so Sega definitely decided to go with
so-
NiGHTS.
Pretty much
One of their
like with,
old Sega
Knights of
franchise, they haven't really
Dreams,
touched
we're
in
gonna be
so
playing,
long,
two
and it's nice
stories.
to actually see that they gave
And,
NiGHTS a chance.
I'm actually going to be paying homage to my original Let's Play.
Yay!
I'm actually going to be starting with the little girl's story first.
Helen.
Helen. I personally like Will's story way more than Helen, and that's why I'm saving his for later. let's get the messy one out of the way first.
The leftovers, the sloppy leftovers.
How messy are we talking?
I would argue that when you compare the two stories, Helen's doesn't have nearly as much focus like as Will's does, and hopefully as we go through this game, you'll see.
These CGI cutscenes are really top notch.
It just occurred to me. Look at the fucking mansion Helen lives in. She's a spoiled rich kid.
Yup.
She's got it made.
Yup.
Well,
What kind of fucking cell phone is that?
I say that, and then she's like, "Okay, Mom, forget about violin lessons. I gotta go hang out with my friends.
Sorry.
Okay, bye."
Okay, thanks, bye.
It's a purse. She's a fucking spoiled rich kid.
Yup.
Sorry, be right back, Mom. Someone just found a Vaporeon near the city square. I gotta check it out with my buds.
Oh, I was about
Are
to
they
say,
gonna play
I can't see
Pokemon
the
Go,
problem with her
guys?
just going
Because
out
it
to see her
sounds like
friends
they
after
are.
practice. It's like, oh wait, I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah, basically,
Like
what's
with the
happening
shopping
is, there's
and
a
hanging out with
violin
the gal
recital that
pals
she and
and-
her mom are participating in, and she's
Okay.
blowing it off to go hang out with her friends. You know, like what any other kid would do.
Yup.
But apparently, as we're seeing here, she actually feels guilty about it.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
And then we have Nightmare
They're
Fuel.
grounded.
Nightmare Fuel! Hence the name of Nightmare Incident. Oh my god, this is the gun for Pokemon!
Yeah, this is
Run!
definitely
Run for
spoiler
your
territory.
lives!
Said
Run
it
for
was a
your
Vaporeon.
lives!
I didn't realize I was getting chased by wild Ghastly. Fuck!
Or that.
Wait, Gasly, turn around. Catch that shit.
We need Gengar! Gengar! God.
Okay, yeah.
Hot,
We're stepping into
hot.
familiar territory again.
Sorry.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
gonna see-
Except
you're-
this is actually scary.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of familiarities between this and the original, which, you know, on one hand, I guess should be expected because it is a sequel and we should be getting into some familiar territory, but at the same time, it's like I said, this game came out like in the early 2000s, I think. Like, this came out well over 10 years after
Oh,
the
my
original
knees.
game, so they had to
Ow, my knees!
they had to pull a lot of stuff from the original game, probably to serve as a reminder.
But they added
as
a
well
few new
as,
tweaks
you know,
to make it,
bringing the
well,
new people
not as
in.
repetitive.
Also,
Speaking of-
what was that jank ass walk cycle she did?
I don't know,
guess-
that's her dog, apparently.
Owl! Or as
Here
we like to
have
call
a
him,
new
Sir
character,
Worthington!
Pretty much, resident
Sir
exposition, if you
Worthington!
want to call him that, you know. He's pretty much here to just, you know, explain everything.
He's not as annoying as Oma Chow, okay?
Whisper did this role so much better.
Oh,
Whisper was cooler too.
Ooh, how should I
Thanks,
explain
Abe.
this?
And Whisper's puns were cooler too.
Oh man, I'm sure there was another name for this character here, but okay, I'm sorry.
I'm still calling him Sir Worthington, regardless. Oh yeah, if you look for a
Yeah, of
split
course.
second, Owl's eyes actually pop out of his skull when Knight arrives. 3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Yeah,
Boring.
yeah.
See?
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah, I was about to say. yeah,
Go
that's
back and
boring.
pause
Yeah,
that.
screw
You'll see what I
I'm
mean.
surprised you legitimately refer to you as Cedric.
Hey, Knight! Sup, homies?
Alrighty. So yes, we have actual voice acting in this game, which leads
Yay,
to
Knight.
probably one of the biggest criticisms that people have with this
Yeah,
game.
I'll let them explain
And
it.
it's the voice that they picked for Knights here.
I don't know, I never had an issue with Knight's voice in this. It just seems so fitting, actually.
Like, one thing I noticed, like, I know one of the biggest criticisms of this game is, like, this is the first time where we really do see Knight's like fleshed out personality. Though it seems to me, and I'm sure a lot of people agree here, it looks like they were just trying to make Knight's more like Sonic.
To an extent.
way.
I mean, I believe I brought this up again in the original Knights and Let's Play.
In
that,
a
you know,
way,
the
but I
basic
get more of a
concept
Peter
of
Pan
Knights
vibe.
was, hey, let's take
But
Sonic and
Knight
put him
is
in
not a
jail.
horrible character. I'll give him that. Peter Pan, on the other hand, yeah, I'd rather stick with the majestic jester here.
It's
Wrong
time.
company.
Oh, and this line coming up. This line.
To Elias.
Go over and touch Knight. No, this. Ah! We don't need any of that,
He's
Owl.
like, yes, by all means, let's let the child touch the androgynous purple-clad flying court jester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see that. I mean, this is a dream after all, right?
I don't see the problem.
Knight's
Ash
is a class.
shots.
Of course, BJ, you would be the one to bring that up.
Trust me, Knights gets a lot of that in this game. Ugh.
So their hands touch.
Another
their hands
soul
touch-
devoured.
Alright, so now.
Well,
yep,
they
so
just
this is
fuse
pretty much
and
acting
you
as a
become
tutorial,
Knights. That's
so,
basically what Dual Eyes is.
Yeah, if you, as he's going to talk about, is this thing called the Mind Sight. This is what
Whoop,
happens
whoop,
if you just play with the Wii remote alone. You see how lagging that is? Don't ever use the Wiimote just by itself. Because
Definitely
they
not.
basically want it to be like, oh, just point at the screen and you can control Knights that way.
Oh,
It's
hang on a sec,
pain
guys. So sorry, guys. That was my dog. Let's continue.
ass to do. So I personally
Talk about the
like
Mind
using
Sweep.
the Wiimote and the nunchuck.
Mind.
So that's the control
Sweep to
scheme I'm
be
using.
kinda,
You can use the
eh.
classic controller, I believe, in this as well.
You can use the classic controls,
Yeah, I
the
remember
Wii
them
and
saying,
nunchuck
like,
combination,
you
or the
can't use
GameCube
classic
controller,
while you're doing it.
which I tend to use a lot.
Yeah, and I actually, I guess embarrassing is to admit, I actually don't have a classic controller.
Oh.
So every Wii game that I've had, including Brawl, I've used Wiimote nunchuck.
No, I have to.
Yeah,
like,
you
don't worry.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Haha!
I was pretty
Come
much
on,
the
step
same
it
way for
up!
the most part when I played Brawl. Like, I know some people would tend to use the Nintendo GameCube controller, and while it's like, okay, back in the day when I used to play Brawl, it's like, yeah, every so often I would use the GameCube controller, but for whatever reason, considering how the game controlled, yeah, I was more comfortable with using the Wii remote and nunchuck.
Yeah. So basically,
Pretty much the
flying
game you had to
controls,
use
it's
the bow
exactly
combination
the same
is
as
using the
original
Skyward
game.
Sword.
Fly through rings to
Which,
not
if
only
you guys
build up
want to
combos
see me
and
do
get
a
some
reaction
points, but
to
it
Chugga
also
Conrad's
refills
Let's
your,
Play to that, feel
drill
free to leave a
dash
comment
gauge.
below.
Press the A button to
That way
drill
we get to
dash, give
see
yourself a little
Chugga
speed.
and
The
how
blue
much fun
chips,
he had
however,
playing
serve
that
a new
game.
purpose in this game. If you remember in Nights into Dreams, when we were going in each world and we had to collect our Idia, we had to collect 20 of the blue chips in order to even free the Idia and bring it back to Nights. That's not the case here. The chips are
Oh, they're talking about
also
to explain more of this.
not only give you points, but they're also here to pretty much help build your link chains. So if you want to, like, you know...
They also have another
you'll see where it
purpose,
says, like, you
killing
know, X amount of
nightmares.
links and stuff. That's your combo
Or
chain.
at
The
least
higher the
knocking them
chain, the more
out.
points
Because
you
I don't
get.
think it kills
And there are
them, because you don't see them
missions in this
vanish
game
or
that
anything.
are solely based on trying to get, like, the highest link
Yeah,
chain
you sort of just
possible.
knock them out.
That's pretty much, at least as far
Because,
as
you know,
Knights
it's a
is
kid.
concerned, that's what the blue chips are for.
It's
They
eat.
do serve
It's
another
eat for
purpose
everyone.
with the kids, but I will
Speaking of
I
which,
will go into detail
What?
into that later
Nightmares
on.
at the Dream Gate.
And yep, Paraloop. Just create a loop with sparkles behind him, and that can suck some things up.
Twinkle
You can
dust,
also
everyone.
destroy
If this
enemies.
doesn't prove that
You
Knights
can
uses fairy type
try and paraloop
Pokemon,
them,
then
you
here's
can
your
drill
proof.
dash them. So I mean, that's pretty much a lot of this. Like, again, if you've played the original game, this should all be familiar to you. They did not change the controls,
Oh,
which
got
I
it.
guess is a good thing.
Got
you
him.
know.
They're not
You
doing
would think,
anything.
like, you
They're
know,
just
oh,
blowing
they'll probably,
bubbles.
like, change this up
Fucking
so much because
bubbles!
it's the Wii controls. No, they don't.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
Yeah.
In a way.
I do have to wonder what exactly is happening whenever Knight's paraloops like that. It's like, is like, are they creating an explosion? Like,
Well, it's supposed to be a black hole of some
As
sort.
far as like it's pretty much, I guess, like as far as collecting the blue chips is concerned, it's creating like a suction and everything. We do see later on the Paraloop also has the ability to, like, you know, it can drag things like into other worlds. They actually do explain that in some instances.
so it's not an explosion, it's an implosion. It's more of a black hole it's creating.
Yes.
You know what? That's even more dangerous. Come to think of it.
Yep.
It's one thing to get blown up. It's one thing for enemies to get blown up by a regular.
This guy sounds
explosion,
so
but to drag
nervous
them into an implosion
About Knights'
that must hurt.
Paraloop.
Or it's like Knights can somehow create little black holes that implode.
Yep. And this dark ocean, you know, the Dark Ocean was present in Nights into Dreams. If you recall, if you were running around in the dream world as a kid, there was like a purple sea and everything that if you
I thought it was
in,
more
you just
blue,
kinda bounce
actually.
back. It serves
Not-
as the barrier.
not
So I mean,
purple.
it's like, yep, that's as far as you can go, as far as the kids
Anyways,
go. And
if you guys
That's
remember
pretty
this
much what the
scene
Dark
in one of my
Ocean is.
reactions, you should know what
The
comes
thing is,
up.
though, in this game, it's definitely more plot relevance. So it's like, you know, yeah,
I have
you're
an
not gonna
idiot?
hear too much about the Dark Ocean throughout
No,
this
you
game,
fool.
you know, that is what it is. So I mean, this isn't a new concept. This was in the original
Oh,
game
look at
as well. It
Knights.
just serves a
I
different
love Knights'
function.
reactions. Like, oh my god, this again.
Idia. That's a name. That's the name of a character. Where have I heard that? Idia?
I don't know,
Nice.
but that's what these things were called even in 19.
Why did you ask
I
her
know
name
that,
before?
but I swear I've heard that name used for like a character somewhere.
3, 2,
Speaking,
1.
speaking of characters,
Yeah!
Oh snap!
The guy who's the real show dealer in this.
Oh god damn it. Even though this is not typically a Sonic game, they still technically use the line,
Yep.
long time no see.
so yep, Riala is back. It's like, of all the other previous Nightmare from the original game, Riala is the only one to come back.
That's...
So no Gilwing, no Gulpo, no Claws, no Puffy, no Jackal, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, I know
Jack
a lot
would
of
have
people,
made real
I think a lot of
his
people
partner.
were really hoping that Jackal would come back, but nope, Jackal's not back.
Yeah.
What I really enjoy with Riala is the voice actor that they chose for that.
Yeah.
It fits him so well.
It's just
Well, the voice
so
actor,
well.
I brought this up in the Let's Play for Sonic and the Black Knight. This the guy that voices Riala, he voiced Caliburn in Sonic and the Black Knight.
Oh yeah.
Casey Robinson. That's who.
Well, yeah, he did a really good job with voicing Caliburn in Sonic and the Black Knight, and he does a hell of a job with voicing Riala.
But his
in
best
this
role is definitely
Yeah, I
Riala.
honestly thought, like, you know, they could not have gotten a better voice for Riala. I mean, it was perfect.
Oh,
It's like
The perfect
And
fit.
that's where it's like, I guess while we're talking about voice performances, you know, while they're setting all this up and everything, that's where it's like, again, one of the biggest criticisms that people had with this game is voice performances, and the one that everybody zeroed in on was Knights.
Why?
Personally, I don't think Knights' voice is that bad. It's like, everyone's like, oh, he sounds like Peter Pan and everything, and it's like,
Not really.
no, not really. It's like,
See?
yeah, that's the inspiration, but honestly, with the kind of character that Knights is, I don't know what other voice you could do with the character. I mean, one of the biggest things with Knights is the fact that the character is androgynous. I mean, you know,
Do you want to know who else is androgynous aside from Riala?
To the interpretation of
Envy
the player.
from Fullmetal
So when you give a
Alchemist.
character-
And
so when
he's
you give a
voiced by a
character like
woman,
that a
yet nobody
voice,
complains about that.
how else are you gonna really find a voice that's gonna be able to sound like both, like, you know, a little boy and a little girl? I thought they did pretty good considering.
Because
what they had to work
most
with
little
here.
boys actually do
Now,
have
granted,
like a
there are
girly
some
voice
line
slightly.
reads that I feel that maybe
Not
the
trying to be
actress
sexist
could
or
have done
anything, just
a little
saying.
differently. But as far as that type of voice is concerned, I really can't imagine something other than that for Knights.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, yeah, Knight's voice actress, I mean, yeah. I mean, even the voice actress that provided the voice for Knights, yeah, I honestly didn't mind.
The voice actor who played Knights also played a character in Skies of Arcadia, which is another Sega game, but involved air pirates. So in other words, you are a
I don't know if it's
pirate.
just me. I kind of felt like in this case, I don't know. I feel like Helen's voice actress wasn't exactly, you know, not all that impressive.
Oh, yeah.
It's like kind of bland in a way.
If I recall correctly, the actors
Tasteless.
and actresses that they got for the kids, these are actual kids. These are not adults trying to voice kids. These are actually kids that
yeah.
they got. I think that is the case.
In that case, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, but even then, it's like, again, when we do get to Will's story, it's like, yeah, Helen's performance I just thought was really bland.
Yeah,
Very
I mean, at the
tasteless,
same
I'd
time,
say.
Like, yeah, since you brought that up, it's like, okay, even though Helen's the
Yeah.
voice that they did.
By the
for
way,
Helen,
Knights being in a
yeah,
cage.
it is bland.
I guess that you could say
They
that's
did
like being in a
technically
birdcage or
use,
something.
Like an actual kid to voice him. So
Now
it's
you'll
like,
sing,
you know what,
pretty
I
bird.
can forgive that in a way.
Riala,
And
that's
I
not.
can
that's not
accept
worth
that they're
it.
using a kid, you know.
Hang on a
let's make
sec. So sorry, guys. My sister just came in. Don't worry.
a little bit more authentic and everything. And I mean, we've had some good, you know, child voice actresses and stuff. I mean, it's like, off the top of my head, Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh!
Not Brotherhood, the original Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
The actor.
So
that they
Daniel
got
likes Full
for
Metal Alchemist.
Alphonse, that was a kid.
Yeah.
And the kid performed wonderfully. And it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
to this day, he's still working with Funimation and stuff. Of course, now he's a young adult, so his voice changed, but still, you know, you can get talented kids.
It's called
to do
puberty,
voice
brother.
Performances. I just didn't think they did so hot with Helen.
Steven Universe, Steven Universe's voice actor. He's a kid.
Yes, that's a kid.
Or
He's
hell,
doing great.
you know what? The kid like back in the day when he voiced Catbug in Bravest Warriors.
Catbug.
Yeah, that kid. Yeah.
I know a kid did the voicing for.
There's a
Charlie,
lot of Steven Universe references in this game.
exactly.
Trust me,
That
guys.
was the same actor.
They
that
bring
played
it
Steven.
out.
Really?
Or bring it up.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's the same guy.
Oh.
Okay,
knew?
that
All right.
I'm so happy.
So, okay, so I guess quick explanation as far as this game goes. So, each world has 5 missions. Your first mission is always going to be what they call the chase mission. This is pretty much, this is what the first game was like. So, instead of collecting Idia, we are chasing these birds. They're called Goodle birds.
Goodle
They have the
birds.
keys that basically destroy
Honestly,
the
they're
cell
giant
that they were
vultures.
throwing
Peacock
knights in.
vultures,
So,
actually.
you want to keep knights free, we got to get the key, which means we have to chase the bird around and everything. If the timer runs out, then
Man,
Knights
this
and
game
Helen
looks
will defuse,
gorgeous.
and you
Even
gotta
for a
basically
2007
reconnect.
game.
If you also recall, in Nights into Dreams, everything was point-based. So that's why, if you remember, I was literally flying over the temple and doing the course multiple times to get as many points as possible, and that's how I was
Hi,
getting
Dory!
easy A's.
Well,
Yeah,
hi!
They got rid of that exploit in this game. Now it's all about speed. So,
Well,
you want to
yup.
get your high grades in these chase missions, you've got to go fast.
Gotta go fast!
Typical Sega.
Yeah,
It's
so,
standing.
so it is way more challenging. I mean, again, and it's like, if you see the big chain, yeah, you can't fly over it. You have to fly through it.
Well, Riala was
So
actually
it's like,
thinking
you know,
clever
they
this time
did
around.
everything that they could to try and change that.
Now you'll have no other choice but to
Flat out
go
just
and
ran right into you.
collect this key.
Yeah.
Did the dirty work.
I am
Well,
a
we did
genius.
kind of get ahead of him with the waterfall.
I got that. I just found that
Well,
to be rather funny.
Yeah, not waterfall.
Palm
I guess geyser would be
trees!
the more
Oh my
appropriate
god.
word.
We're being invaded by a Lolling Executor,
But,
guys!
but yeah, so this world, this
Okay.
is Aqua Garden. This is pretty much
So, if
Elliot's
Knights is a fairy
Splash
type
Garden 2.0.
Pokemon trainer, then
And I guess
Riala
you
would
could
be
say,
a dark
you
type
know,
trainer.
If there's any
And,
comparison that you can make to, I guess,
It's obvious that he would have
Clarice,
like
is
a
the fact
Litten
that,
for his,
when
his
Nights
partner.
into Dreams, Clarissa's world, Spring
And-
Valley, that was pretty
Oh,
much
yeah, to
like
bring it up the old
world
game.
that was like identifiable
first game.
with Nights into Dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, they constantly
And Knights would
referenced
definitely
it
have a
and everything.
Poplio.
This is pretty
But
much
they
the
would
same
have their,
thing. So in other
hidden
games and
abilities
stuff,
unlocked.
Whenever they bring
Hang on a
up
sec,
Nights
guys.
during Dreams, like be it maybe in like a course
Okay.
or something.
And
9
yeah,
times out of
as
10,
for
there's gonna be
Jackal,
a
he would definitely have a
reference to
Rowlet
Aqua Garden.
because the thing actually
I mean,
becomes
this
a ghost
is
type.
really popular.
And
level.
I always saw his Jackal
Sounds
like
really nice,
using
too.
ghost type Pokemon.
It is. I really do like this one.
Now I'm
As
just,
like,
now,
I personally like Aqua Garden more than Splash Garden.
Although, going back to the last game though, real quick, I guess I will have to say that my favorite song of all time from the first Nights game has to be Soft Museum.
Yeah, Soft Museum was cool.
Haven't really played the original game, so
considering that this is a Sega game and we are in like some.
I'm not saying it's bad or
some,
anything,
like,
just-
level, wait, wouldn't it be some
Think.
shit if it was like there was like somehow like some kind of reference to like a cameo with the Echo the Dolphin?
Oh god.
Echo.
don't get me started on that.
Echo the Dolphin.
Well, it's a bit of a stretch, but oh yeah, we'll wait until later on in the Let's Play.
Wait,
Like maybe if there was a segment in this stage that was a 2D segment.
We're gonna be a
you
dolphin.
know what?
Dolphin!
Actually, would be rather interesting because like as a little cameo, kind of like how it like I guess in a way, kind of like how it was when like Sonic Adventure made a cameo with Knights or whatnot. I guess.
Mhm.
No, it's like it's like in Knights. There's like a little segment where it's like you control Knights, and it's relatively like if you were playing a level in Echo the Dolphin.
Alrighty, so
I see
at the
what they
end
mean by
of
that.
every chase mission,
Boss
there's gonna be
time!
boss fight.
It looks like he's, I don't know, playing the violin.
And of course, given
Coliseum,
and, of course,
and we
given
have
Aqua Garden. Our
Piranha!
first boss is a giant fish.
Oh,
Holy crap, a giant fish!
I remember this
Yeah.
boss.
Yep. So this is Garania, or as I like to call him, this is what happens when you breed Gulpo and Gilwing together.
I see what you mean by that,
You know,
Danny.
Gulpo because giant fish, and Gilwing more so because This is actually how you
Big
have to actually
chomping.
beat
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Urania. But be mindful, like what happened there. Do not fly directly into his mouth because that just eats up time.
No, no, no.
Ah.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Tasty.
So the whole idea that you gotta try and do is you gotta try to catch him on his head. You have to like
It's best if
literally
you be
like
careful
go
about
right
that.
into his forehead.
Oh, okay.
The popping
Which is
sounds.
what I
That's
was
what they're
trying
doing.
to do, but I kept having bad luck because
Wait.
you know Let's Play
Oh, I get it. Hence,
Your
hence
drill
why
dash
it's
is
a
actually
little,
deploying a lot faster in this game.
Yep.
If you know.
So when you hit him, he goes
Suck
into
up
these
the
bubbles.
balls!
Just paraloop them away. This
Balloons.
is where I say the comparison to Gill Wing because if you remember Gill Wing, you have to like as you keep getting rid of his head, he keeps regrowing the head through the tail, or you can try and paraloop the tail for a one-hit KO, which I almost pulled off.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall. It's probably been a while since I've seen like the Let's Play you did a while back. Oh,
Well then.
Yep, that's it. When he's
That was
small,
it.
when he's small
Please.
enough, just drill
Please.
dash your way to victory.
oh God, please.
You know, I'm
Yay!
upset. This whole time I've been trying to figure out like
Come on.
there's a
Come on.
character I know for sure whose name is Idiot.
Ah! I'm so upset. Ah!
Why are you
damn
upset?
it.
Well, did kind of screw up a little.
Okay,
I
so
remember because in the first Let's Play that she did of this
Here
on
it
her
goes.
old channel, that was the same freaking boss. God damn it! Where she expected to get an A, but the way she reacted to the
Here it goes.
getting a B ranking was glorious. It was like B, that's bullshit. That was so an A. I call shenanigans.
it fucking was. But
Danny.
yeah, so now that we've got the chase mission out of the way and everything, so yeah.
I'll pretty much see you guys in the next part. Ciao, ciao, guys.